Before I begin, I'd like to request unanimous consent to submit Ranking Member Larson's statement into the record.
Without objection.
Good morning, and thank you, Chair Ezell, for calling today's hearing. The Coast Guard has reached an inflection point. Last year, it received $25 billion, and this administration is currently overhauling various aspects of the service with Force Design 2028. I am eager to discuss the status of these efforts. The Force Design 2028 overview provides a roadmap for readiness and personnel changes, but offers few specifics on how the Coast Guard plans to reach and sustain its goals. To be successful in its efforts, the service should develop comprehensive plans before making rash decisions. For instance, instead of blindly following the lead of Secretary of Defense or former Secretary Nome, should have considered the merits and consequences of firing 25% of the Coast Guard's flag officer corps. Ongoing readiness are also disrupted when personnel and resources are diverted to hyperfixation on southern border missions. This pattern of disruption needs to be mitigated, and I fear that the Coast Guard is not appropriately considering the service-wide impacts. Readiness efforts are also hamstrung when the Coast Guard funding is commandeered for other purposes, like the purchase of 2 G7 luxury jets for former Secretary Nome. Former Assistant to the Secretary of the Coast Guard, Sean Planke, told Congress that President Trump personally approved the purchase of the luxury planes and that the department was planning to reimburse the service. I'm anxious to hear whether the reimbursement has taken place. In any event, I am hopeful that new civilian leadership will help chart a better course at the Coast Guard. I care deeply about Coasties and ensuring that they have the equipment, facilities, and resources they deserve. The expenditure of reconciliation funding and the implementation of Force Design 2028 must prioritize service members. While reconciliation funding ensures the near-term recapitalization of assets, a larger operations budget is also imperative to ensure personnel needs are sufficiently met. Assets don't operate without Coasties. Shoreside infrastructure is strained by the existing needs of 45,000 personnel and a $7 billion infrastructure backlog recently reported by the GAO. Given the administration's goal of increasing the size of the service to 60,000, I am anxious to understand what size operations and support budget will be required to support that growth. I am optimistic about the Coast Guard's readiness trajectory. I stand ready to work with new leadership at the department to ensure that we uphold the Coast Guard's motto of Semper Paratus. Finally, I would like to conclude my remarks by honoring the life and character of aviation survival technician second class Tyler Jaggers, who tragically passed away from injuries sustained while rescuing a distressed mariner at sea. My thoughts and deepest condolences are with his family. His selflessness is a reminder of the heroism that he and other service members tirelessly embody every day, and of the steadfast support that they and their loved ones deserve. Thank you, Mr. Chair. I yield back.